Welcome back to a new episode.
And this is
Wctv.
No one told you life was gonna be this way. Your job's a joke, you broke, your love life's the old way. It's like you're always stuck in second gear, when it hasn't been your day, your week, your month, or even your year. But I'll be there for you when the rain starts to pour. I'll be there for you.
To kick off this special holiday episode of WCTV, here's an interview with Zoe and the World Language Club.
Hi Churchill, I'm here with,
Nayeli Madrigal. I am the president of the World Language Club here at Churchill.
and this is Club Highlight of the Week. What is World Languages about?
World Language is about the celebration of different cultures around the world and the different languages here we have at Churchill.
Nice. And what activities do you guys have?
Usually we have very food-centered activities. Like right now we do have a cookie decorating for a German Christmas theme. Usually we like to have music involved, and we usually like to have arts and crafts as well.
That's good. When do you guys meet and where?
We like to meet on Tuesdays specifically, so that way we can fit around people's schedules, especially with sports and choir and whatnot. We don't like to step on anybody's toes, so we like to be accessible for everybody.
Nice. And do you have to pay any fees?
There's a $2 due, and if you want a t-shirt, then it's $5, but that's all we ask of you.
Okay. So thank you, Nayeli, and check out World Languages.
Hey, you want to see a magic trick?
Sure. Where did your body go?
Here's movies with John David.
I have so many questions.
Well, I saw 2 movies, so now you gotta get 2 movie reviews for the price of 1. Fantastic Beasts and How to Train Your Pokemon 2 is the prequel to the Harry Potter franchise, and the sequel to the first Fantastic Beasts movie. So, a pre-sequel. So critics have been slamming this movie and are calling this the worst Harry Potter film.
A wizarding mess. At least the first
beautiful
act.
whizzling mess.
Oh,
It's so shocking to me that this film was as bad as it was.
As I review Cash Grab the Grime of Grindelwald.
I mean, yeah. I was already thinking an average film because I think it does half of the things right and half of the things wrong.
Really the real problem here. I'm gonna give Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald a C.
But I really like this movie. The CGI is really good, but it will never be as good as the first Harry Potter film. The story is a bit slow, but that's for a good reason, since this film is the second out of the 5 films this franchise is gonna have. I really like how this film expands on a wizard world and even lets us see some of our old favorites like Dumbledore and more. I feel like this franchise kinda gets a lot of hate just cause it's a continuation of a franchise that's already told its story. But that's how Hollywood is now these days. Everyone's gonna try and do what Marvel does. Either they do it right or wrong. This film is basically the new Last Jedi. You either hate it or you love it, but in my opinion, I like it. Sure, there's barely any action in it, but it's a Harry Potter film, not a Die Hard film. So I give this 8 out of 10 Pikachus. Well, I wanted to see Wreck-It Ralph 2, but my mom wanted to see Instant Family instead. So I saw that instead. It's about this couple who decided to foster a couple kids, and that's really it. But it's not bad at all. In fact, it's actually really good. The kid actors are really good, and Mark Wahlberg obviously does a great job. It's not just a cheap comedy, despite being directed by the same guy who did Daddy's Home. It handles the whole foster subject very well, and I like how the family dynamic plays out. The only complaint I have with this film is the beginning's a bit slow, but it's still a fun family film. So I give this film a 9 out of 10.
What are you doing?
I'm playing that game that Colton was talking about. You guys should check it out. It's pretty fun.
Good morning, Churchill. Colin here, bringing you the latest and greatest apps here in the App Store. Today, I'll be reviewing Nintendo's new free-to-download action RPG app for the iOS and Android. Dragalia Lost. Alright, here's what's going on. The game takes place in the fictional land of Alberia, a place where humans and dragons supposedly get along and live in peace. The royal family of Alberia possess the ability to transform into dragons themselves by forming pacts with dragons in order to borrow their form. However, one day the Holy Shard protected by the capital begins to lose power, so in order to save his people, the 7th nameless prince of Alberia sets off on his dragon selection trial. The game features touchscreen controls, having you slide your finger across the screen to make your character move and tapping the screen in order to attack. And once you progress far enough in the game, you will be able to transform into a dragon twice per battle by pressing the shapeshift button. The downside of the game is that it requires a device with at least iOS 9.0, so the only devices that are compatible with the game are the iPhone 5S, iPad Air, and anything else that came after them. On top of that, an internet connection is required to play, and the app has in-app purchases that go up to $80. Besides that, the game provides a fun gameplay experience, from the 60 voiced miscellaneous characters who join you on your quest, to the variety of dragons you are able to transform into. Alrighty Churchill, that is all the time I have. Be sure to check out Dragalia Lost in the App Store and have a fabulous Friday.
Are you still playing that game?
Yeah, it's fun.
Here's Tech Talk.
Oh look, it's Adrian. Hey, what ideas do you have for TikTok?
You already know it's your boy Tech Talk here. So we made a new suggestion box. It'll be in the bottom left part of the screen, and there you can leave us suggestions and stuff like that for Tech Talk.
Hey, that's really cool. I have some ideas.
Yeah.
We should do Red Dead.
Hey, we shouldn't do that one. We shouldn't do that one. So Red Dead Redemption 2 came out not too long ago, and already people are making reviews for it. So here's a review from Gamerant.com. Over 100 hours, countless emergent moments, and dozens of sunrises later, Red Dead Redemption 2 still continues to impress. While Rockstar Games' latest is a prequel, it builds heavily on the concepts of the first game, and in most cases blows them out of the water. Narratively, mechanically, and even stylistically, this is a version of Rockstar that is mature, ambitious, and exceedingly creative. Red Dead Redemption 2 is a once-in-a-generation type of a game, and it left me transfixed.
Hey guys, thanks for watching my episode. I'll catch y'all later.
Oh yeah.
It's real gamer hours.
Now it's time for Tune It Up with Regina.
Okay, so I'm gonna talk about Ariana Grande again, and I know I talked about her last time, but the video for Thank You Next dropped last Friday, and I think it's worth talking about, so here we go. The video is inspired by some of Ariana Grande's favorite movies, including Bring It On, Mean Girls, Legally Blonde, and 13 Going 30, all being female-driven films. These movies all have a special meaning to Ariana Grande, and I think it's a perfect fit since the song is very personal and empowering. The video stars some of her former Victorious co-stars, as well as Colleen Ballinger, aka Miranda Sings, Troye Sivan, and even Jonathan Bennett, the one and only Aaron Samuels. Apart from the official video, you can also find a trailer inspired by the movie Mean Girls and another behind-the-scenes video on Ariana's YouTube channel. Anyways, let's move on. Billie Eilish released a new single titled Come Out and Play, which is pretty much a holiday ballad just in time for the season.
Wake up and smell the coffee. Is your cup half full or empty? When we talk, you say it softly, but I love it when you're awfully quiet.
The song is part of Apple's holiday campaign and seems pretty optimistic in comparison to other dark pop singles of hers like When the Party's Over. Following the release of her debut EP in 2017, the indie pop artist has been releasing a streak of new music this year, including Come Out and Play, Lovely, and You Should See Me in a Crown. All of these songs are leading up to the release of her first full-length studio album, which doesn't really have a set date, but it is currently in the works to be released sometime next year. Speaking of new albums, the British folk rock band Mumford & Sons released their fourth studio album, Delta, last month. The band scored their third #1 album on the Billboard 200 charts with Delta, yet they still received mixed reviews. For this album, they took the experimental route and brought back acoustic instruments, including a banjo, but also incorporated other sonic elements like electronica, rap, and jazz. Critics say this helped with making Delta more sonically engaging, but they also think that their ambitious moves made this too exaggerated and overwhelming. That's it for this episode, but don't forget to tune out for the next episode of Wctv.
What's the sitch?
Halftime.
It's halftime. Hey guys, today we're here with Sam and Jordan from the golf team.
So we're going to put their golfing skills to the test and see if they can actually golf in real life and in virtual world. Do you want to ask questions like in the movie or like after? You never tell us
Oh. Hold them together and then go. Dude! It's not working.
There you go.
Oh, Jordan! So it's gotta go. Oh, it's good.
Okay, so how was y'all's fall season?
You wanna go first?
It's pretty good. We had some good finishes. We brought home some trophies.
Yes, the girls placed at Concan. We got second and we got third last year, so good improvement. And girl, I don't know, you go.
And boys took, we took second at the Clark Regional Run Through, and I took first, and then a sophomore took third.
While that question is being asked, I made it in the hole.
What the heck? So what are y'all doing to get ready for districts?
So next season, the girls are playing 5 tournaments. Our first tournament of the spring season is at the end of January, and we're gonna kick off that at Republic. We got third last year, and we hope to take it, or second last year, and we hope to take it back to first. Yeah.
We as well have 5 tournaments, and
It's so fun.
and we're going to A&M for a tournament, and we're also going to Delaware Springs for another tournament, and just get a lot of good practice in 4 districts and just make sure we're ready for it.
Do you think that a Wii golf course is harder than a real life one?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, I do.
Working with a controller is not the same as working with a club.
Very true.
What would you say is the worst score that y'all gotten in golf?
You go first.
I made an 8-4.
That's your highest?
Yeah.
I made an 11 in qualifying.
Oh.
My back was killing me. Yay.
I could barely flick my wrist.
Dang, let's get it. And Sam is the reigning champ.
Well, we figured out that Sam is good at golf in real life and on the Wii. I came in second though, so I guess I'm the champion between me and So what's up next for y'all?
We're going to be at Republic the 25th and 26th.
And then we'll be in Delaware Springs on the 25th and 26th of January. So come out and support if you can.
Well, thanks for stopping by, playing some Wii games with us. It's good to have you.
It was fun.
It was fun.
That's all the time we have for halftime. Tune in next time. We'll see y'all later.
Just see those sleigh bells jingling, ring, tingle, tingling.
Oh, it must be time for sports.
Hey everyone, this is Santa Claus here, and you're watching.
No, you're not, imposter. I'm the real one. What you talking about? Get my hat back.
Well, I'm Cross Garcia.
And I'm Santa Claus.
And you're watching
WC Sports.
Starting off, we have Zach DeWitt interviewing the boys basketball team.
Hello, I'm Andrew Bloomer with WC Sports. This is Jackson Robinson and Ryan Roper. They're part of the WC basketball varsity squad. Ryan, y'all have a tournament today. What's the game plan for it?
So today we play El Paso at 9 at Canyon. We're hoping to come out with a lot of energy and hopefully play pretty fast, run them out of the gym.
Awesome. Jackson, y'all's next regular season game is against Judson next Tuesday. What do you have to say?
We play Judson here at 7 o'clock. Y'all should show out. Judson's a big athletic team, so we're just going to have to come out, play fast, play strong, and get the dub.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, guys.
Wrestling is off to a great start with a win over Smithson Valley this past Wednesday and hosted their Charger Classic this past Saturday with our very own Andrew Pruski and Chris St. John getting first, Tori Morales and Eric Colon getting second, and Donovan Fisher getting third.
Fortunately, our football season is over, but we didn't go down without a fight. And I'm telling you, we had a great season. Here are our top plays of the 2018 football season.
I'll sure miss all that.
So will I.
It's a great season, man. I'll miss it. Anyways, I'm Santa Claus.
And I'm Cross Garcia.
Hope y'all have a good Christmas.
And a Happy New Year.
Peace.
And to end the episode, here's some fun facts with Augustina.
Hello Chargers and welcome back to this episode of Wctv. This episode will be festive with a small game at the end. I hope you enjoy. Black Friday pulled in 6.22 billion online sales, up 23.6% from a year ago and setting a new high. The first recorded date of Christmas being celebrated on December 25th was in 336, during the time of the Roman Emperor Constantine. A few years later, Pope Julius I officially declared the birth of Jesus would be celebrated on the 25th of December. The true Santa Claus story begins with Nicholas, who was born on the 3rd century of the village Patara. At the time, the area was Greek and is now known as the southern coast of Turkey. The name Kwanzaa is derived from the phrase Matunda ya Kwanzaa, which means first fruits in Swahili. Each family celebrates Kwanzaa in its own way, but celebrations often include songs and dances, African drums, storytelling, poetry reading, and a large traditional meal. On each of the 7 nights, the family gather round and a child lights one of the candles on the kinara. Then, one of the 7 principles is discussed. And that is all for this segment. Please stay tuned in for the next one on Wctv.
There's a band holiday concert Tuesday, December 11th, 7 to 9, and the choir holiday concert is Thursday, December 13th, 7 to 8.
Final start on December 18th. Good luck, Chargers, and have a fun winter break.
That's all the time we have for WCTV. Make sure to follow us on our Instagram for all the latest updates, behind the scenes, and news about episodes.
I'm Melissa.
And I'm Erica. We'll
And
see y'all next year.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells swing and jingle bells ring. Snowing and blowing up bushels of fun. Now the jingle hop has begun. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells chime and jingle bells.